Hello, United States. Hello, United Kingdom. Hello, even in Australia. I love you all for being fans that far away. I'm Kevin J. Johnston with FreedomReport.ca, and once again, because you've all demanded it, the lovely Sandra Solomon is back at my desk. Thank you very much for joining us.
No problem, thank you.
What we'll do is get right into it because so many people are asking me about female genital mutilation. I've had a very difficult time watching videos about this because I need to educate myself. And what I saw in one video was a group of 8 men. They had a girl that big. She couldn't have been any more than 2.5. They stripped her naked. They're in the streets of whatever city they were in. They're holding her down with full pressure to the point where her skin is moving side to side. And the one guy just takes a razor blade out. Now, I had to stop right there. I couldn't watch. But my understanding is that he removes the labia and the clitoris with a straight razor.
Yeah.
Is that true? Is that what I was watching?
Yeah, this is unfortunate. With Islam it's true. Anything horrible is true about Islam. That's practice. Many people, like many Muslims, they will lie and using the taqiyya and deceiving and saying, no, it's a cultural thing, it's a tribal thing, it's not part of Islam. Islam doesn't teach this. These people, we condemn this act. All these taqiyya and deceiving. And it's very simple and it's so not hard to find it, especially the one who understand the Arabic language. You can just say the word circumcision.
Yes.
In Arabic means al-khitan. Circumcision.
Al-khitan.
Al-khitan. So let's read from the hadith. It's actually coming from Muhammad, the founder of Islam. Okay. All the source of the evil.
I see you've got it in Arabic as well.
I got it in Arabic because whatever they bring in the English books, they don't write these things. They either take it out or whatever. If they're bringing a books here to Canada, I'm sure they take it out. But the fact, I know the language,
right.
They cannot fool me. So let me read to you. حدثنا الفضل بن دكين عن هشام الدستواني عن قتادة عن الحسن عن أبي رافع عن أبي هريرة عن النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم أنه قال إذا جلس بين شعبها الأربع ثم جهدها فقد وجب الغسل. That means it says here on Abi Huraira. Abi Huraira, most of his hadith is authentic. The Muslim, they consider Abi Huraira authentic hadith. Not like sometimes they tell you, oh, it's authentic, it's weak, it's not true, whatever. But Abu Huraira's hadith, it's authentic. And it says here, if إذا جلس بين شعبها الأربع, that means if he was having sex with her. Okay, the man, if he's having sex with the woman,
yes,
he has to wash after. And another hadith, it says, حدثنا أبو علي عن عبد الرحمن بن القاسم عن أبي وعن نافع قالت عائشة إذا خالط الختان فقد وجب الغسل. إذا خالط الختان فقد وجب الغسل. This is Aisha, the youngest wife of Muhammad, right?
Sorry, to clear that up, that was the 6-year-old wife of Muhammad, yes, that he would thigh for the first 3 years of their marriage together, which simply means to rub his penis between her thighs, ejaculate all over her, but not penetrate her till she was 9.
Right.
And that's what this is
referring to. And that's the hadith coming from her, saying that also again that she said according to Muhammad's teaching, if 2 circumcisions meet together for sex, okay, that's
in here?
Yes.
The rules of how to have sex are in here.
It says when they meet for sex.
Right.
It doesn't say here it says إذا اجتمعا, meaning they meet like right away. Under وجب الغسل. Okay. غسل mean wash. According to Sharia law, if husband and wife have sex together, they cannot go right away to do the prayer. They have to take a shower. They have to wash. And also make the wudu, where they wash their hands and their feet and their face before they go to the prayer, to salah, right? So according to the Sharia law, Islamic teaching, wajab al-ghusl, that means if the 2 circumcisions, that the husband is circumcised, right, and the woman circumcised, if they meet together for sex, They cannot go right away to pray. They have to take shower. So from this hadith, we understand that the woman also circumcised. That's the FGM. That's coming from the hadith.
What relevance does the hadith have on this point in history? Why would this have ever been written in the first place? This is barbaric.
Of course,
Yeah,
yes.
but what were they thinking? Is there any insight into what Muhammad and his scribes would have been thinking when they wrote this garbage?
They're not thinking. They're barbaric savages. It's not about being thinking or not thinking. That's the rules that Muhammad put for every Muslim, and they just follow.
Right. Okay. So what it stems back to what I've said in previous videos about Islam was just made up by some guy who wrote a whole bunch of rules in there because he was a sinister, vile, disgusting, evil pirate.
Right.
That's all this is.
That's all.
So once again, getting back to what I was saying then about the little girls being pinned down in the streets by 5 or 6 men and having razor blades taken to her labia and clitoris. Yeah. This is what they're doing here?
They do it behind the doors. Why
no,
not?
This was in public. The video I saw was in public.
Yeah. Behind the doors, I guarantee you, everything is happening in Canada, but quietly. They might have a Muslim doctor who would be doing it secretly in their basements. I don't know. We don't know. Because according to Muslims, again, they follow Sharia law, not Canadian law. They won't not care. Actually, I met a Somalian girl. She's ex-Muslim too, and she told me her story that they took her passport and they took her, she was 13. They took her somewhere in Africa and also to Somalia. And they wanted to do the FGM on her by force. But she was saved by some people. She got some help. She escaped. And long story short, she ended up making it back to Canada. And one day I'm going to make a video with her too. She's willing to speak.
So this is what Justin Trudeau is blessing us with.
Yes.
Is these rules here written by a maniac 1400 years ago.
Yes.
And it's being practiced in our borders right here and right now.
Yes.
And we're being told that we can't criticize this.
We have to criticize it.
As decent human beings who would never in this lifetime dream of hurting a child.
We have to criticize it. There's many girls, they're going to be affected by this. And what we're doing, we need to help these girls. They might take them away from Canada, take these passports, you know what I mean? And then go back home and do it on them, do the FGM and bring them back. That's happening. It's happening. It's real.
It's all because of Muhammad, who's no prophet, just a maniac.
Exactly.
Well, I'm going to go cool off because I'm angry as hell. This is Sandra Solomon. Thank you all for joining. I'm Kevin J. Johnston, freedomreport.ca. People, you have to fight the fight. Do it now, because I don't want to see any of this going on in my country or anywhere in the world. The best that we can do right now is stop it in Canada. Please put down the fork and put down the video game controllers. Get out there and protest. Stop this before you have to do it to your daughter by law. freedomreport.ca.